Now, you know what is meant by Mahajanapadas. Mahajanapadas means a group of Janapadas. And what are the Janapadas? Group of Janas. Now, what are the Jan? Jan means people. Okay, Jana means a group of people. Okay, so Janapadas means the n number of villages coming together, and Mahajanapadas means n number of cities, villages, towns coming together. Okay, so we will have in the history the major 16 Mahajanapadas. Of course, there were minor Janapadas also, but we will just have to learn about the history of the major Mahajanapadas, and that had evolved through the histories. Okay, so the Magad Mahajanapadas would be the most strongest and the one of the capital cultural sphere of the ancient history. Okay, but see, the Janapadas, the formation of Janapadas will be driving from the political structure only. Okay, like if you see the ancient society now, during the last time, in the last lecture, I have talked about the political structure which was prevalent during that time. Okay, so if you remember our diagram which we drew during last time. Okay, so this is the family, which is the smallest entity. Okay, after that, okay, there is a village. Okay, village. Okay, or what we call as gram. Okay, and the head of the gram was Gramini, right, if you remember. Okay, after that, there this village comes to develop it as a town or city. Okay, then it becomes the Jana. Okay, and Janapada, Janapada means the urban area, the developed urban area. And when this Janapadas would be in the 16 numbers, then we call this as Mahajanapadas. Okay, now up till later Vedic period, I have been talking about that all of the decisions were being taken at the local level only. Okay, and that is why the king, okay, the king was called as Rajan. Okay, who used to head that particular village or that particular jan. Okay, and the decision making was done through the sabhas, samitis. Okay, here we have also seen how the woman participation changed over the time. Okay, now here in Mahajanapadas, up till the latter Vedic period, we had sabhas and the samitis. Sabhas and the samitis. Now, this would be prevalent in the during the latter or the post latter Vedic period also, but here it would be taken into the larger chunk, that is the kingdom. Okay, now from where did this idea of the kingdom came? How did a man knew that we should build the kingdom? How did the man came to know that we should explore, we should conquer the river, we should conquer the land, we should conquer this forest, we should conquer these resources? From where did this idea got generated? Okay, now there is one basic theory which historians talk about, and this theory is the theory of Matsya Nyay. Now, this Matsya Nyay is the term which was being included by the Kautilya in his Arthashastra. Okay. Now, this Matsya Nyay. Now, what does the Matsya Nyay says? Matsya Nyay says that the bigger fish, okay, the bigger fish who needs to live long, okay, he has to eat the smaller fishes, and unless and until he doesn't eat those smaller fishes, he can't survive. Okay, now this is known as the Matsya Nyaya. So whenever we talk about the natural law, like a tiger eating a rabbit or a tiger eating a sheep or a deer, that is a natural law. He has to eat because he has to survive. If he will not eat, he will not survive, right? Now, the same case applies here in Mahajanpadas, and the case is of Matsya Nyaya. Whenever we'll see that there is a development of a new kingdom or of the new Mahajanapada, okay, that particular single Mahajanapada will conquer the other Janapadas or the smaller Janas. Okay, so if you can see in this diagram, see the bigger fish is eating the smaller, and the smaller is eating the tiny fishes. Okay, so this is how the Mahajanpadas got evolved. Okay, it included the smaller towns and villages slowly in the upcoming years. Okay, now there is also the book called as the Satpat Brahman. Now I have told you what was the Satpat Brahman. Okay, if you have done your previous sessions, you would be very comfortable with the Satpat Brahman. If you have not, please again revisit the Vedic and the later Vedic period, and then you can understand what was the Satpat Brahman. So Satpat Brahman was a book, okay, where it talks about the n number of theories that this Brahman clan should follow. Okay, so in Satpat Brahman, there has been evidence of the 100 noble parts. Okay, and these noble parts are being presented in the Yajur Veda, again the Rig Vedic part only. Okay, so here according to that, okay, we'll see that the formation of new Rashtra will take place. Now here the Rashtra word comes into being. The word Rashtra comes into being. For the first time it came only during the latter Vedic period. Now here UPSC can ask you the question, the word Rashtra came from which of the book or which of the literature or during which era? So it's latter Vedic period. Okay, so there were changes in the kinship. Now, as and when we see that there was a development of the kingdoms, or there was development of the Mahajanpadas. That time, in the last time also we have seen that the names of the kings would be differed. Like the eastern area of the Indian subcontinent would call king as the Samrat. Okay, some of them would be also calling it as a Ekrath. Okay, some of them would be also calling it as the Adhipati. Okay, so these were the different titles that were being given to the kings, and the title making process got developed during this period. Okay, title making process got developed during this period. Now this was also a period to establish the power. Now if I'm saying that the kingdoms are expanding, if the bigger kingdom is the eating the smaller kingdom, then but obvious it is done for the power establishment. Okay, now this power establishment plus the military also increases during this period. Now as of though there are no evidences of the standing army. Okay, there are no evidences of standing army, but yes, armies were there. Now sorry, military were there. So what kind of military was there? If there was no standing military or no standing army, what kind of military were there? So this military help was being taken from the neighbor jana or neighbor village or the neighbor town. Okay, and that is why we say that no standing army, no specialized army was being hired. Okay, now this was a period when the titles were given to the kings, to the head of that particular region. Okay, and we find that many of the political rituals started taking place, like Ashwamedh. Now what is Ashwamedh? If you have been seen in the Ramayana story, okay, now what is Ashwamedh? Ashwamedh is one horse is set free for 21 to 23 days. Now why I'm saying 21 to 23 days? Because in some of the references you will find that the number of period the horse is set free by any particular kingdom is 21 days, and some says according to the record it is 23 days. So we'll consider both 21 to 23 days. Let's take an example. If there is one particular kingdom, and this particular kingdom sets one horse free. Okay, sets this one horse free. Okay, now if this horse goes in this way, okay, now this horse goes in this way like for 21 or 23 days. At the 21 or the 23rd day, wherever this horse will reach at any particular region, okay, up, right, now this horse had started from this source. Okay, and this is destination, this is destination. Okay, now if this horse has crossed this much area in between 21 to 23 days, okay, now this much area, okay, of this radius or the diameter would be belonging to this kingdom. this would be belonging to this kingdom. And if this people opposed to this, if the destination people opposed to this, they'll have to fight a war. They will have to fight a war with the source kingdom. They will have to fight the war with the source kingdom, or else they'll have to collaborate with the source kingdom. There are only two options being remained with the destination area. Okay, so this was the Ashwamedha Yagya. Ashwa means horse. Okay, so this is Ashwamedh Yagya. The second is Rajasuya Yagya. Rajasuya Yagya means making eligible, making the king eligible for any particular responsibility. So that is Rajasuya Yagya. Here we'll majorly find the Rajya Abhishek like ceremonies. Okay. The third is Vajpayee Yagna. Now the Vajpayee Yagna was also related to the horse, but this is not the single horse that is being set free. It is the chariot that is being set free. Okay, so that is known as the Vajpayee Yagya. Vajpayee Yagya. So these are some of the evidences from the later Vedic period, how the kingship changed during this period. After that, once the kingship changes, the administration would also be changed. So as I said, there was no standing military. The military help was being taken from the neighbors, and that is why these neighbors were considered as a militia. These neighbors were considered as a militia. After that, the taxation was very minimal, and the taxation was considered as a bhaga that were derived from the peasants, or the other local marketers. Okay, so the bhaga was being derived. So again we'll see that no much taxation development has been happened. Beyond that, we'll see that the development of agriculture had been more done in a good pace. Okay, so here we'll find the evidences of iron. Okay, here we'll find the evidences of iron. We'll find the evidences of irrigation system, artificial irrigation system that was built during this period. And due to the evidences of the iron and irrigation, we'll find that these farmers will focus on the productive growth. They will focus on the productive growth. They will focus on the collection. They would focus on the collection of the grains, food grains, for the year-long usage. Okay, so this were the change in the administration, and this the collection of the food grains was somewhat stored in some of the amount. Like for example, if the farmer is producing 10 units, from this 10 units, the farmer has to lend in the public granary at least 3 units of the food grains. Okay, so this was the evidence that has been found during this latter Vedic period. So these 3 units would be used for the public cause, or this can be used by the priests and the king nobles. Okay, so this was in the form of barter system. Okay, the taxation was in the form of barter way. Okay, so